It's your boy DJ Akademiks, and check this out, man, because I'm Chief Sosa. He dropped a mixtape today. It was called Sorry for the Wait. Now, he dropped it at 10:17, which was very strategic given that that's usually during the morning routine of a savage when they're going through their daily ritual, which is cleaning their guns. Not only that, 10:17 matches up with Gucci Man and his thing with 10:17. Now, I got to give you a disclosure before I take a swig of this Henny. Actually, let me take it first. Hold up. Alright, okay, now listen, do not, and I mean do not, attempt to listen to Chif Keef. Sorry for the wait, unless you're intoxicated, because it's not meant for sober minds unless you're a fucking savage. Now, I'm gonna go through this tape track by track. I'm gonna give you a rating at the end, but first, let me tell you what the criteria is, because I know some Negroes are gonna be mad. Now, this tape just can't be judged on the same scale as a J. Cole, Forest Hills Drive, or a Drake, if you're not reading this, you're too late, or even a Kendrick with his last song, Black of the Berry. We just can't judge it. Why? The objective with this type of music is obviously different. Now, this is drill music. I listen to the Savages personally, usually only on the weekends. Today's the exception. I don't listen to them for lyrics or for message. I usually listen to them for melodies and demonic undertones. Now, listen to this, man. Let me tell you this, because I like to hear how many different ways Chif Keef could be smoking on the ops. I like to hear if he's still smoking on that goddamn Tuka pack. To keep it real, goddamn nigga, give it up. How long will this Tuka pack last? Now, as I said, with that said, let's get into it. Because number one, he had an intro. It was called What Would You Do? Sosa Da Vinci. He opens up by giving a demonic pledge to Chirac. He tells how much he loves the fuckery in Chirac, how much he loves growing up in Chirac. It's kind of like introspective Sosa. Now, I thoroughly enjoyed this. I mean, the actual track, that was terrible. The actual track is terrible. Terrible. Now, the actual track is called What Would You Do? But actually, him talking and giving an intro to the fucking tape was like, okay, I see he's going here with a concerted effort. Okay. Now, track 2, right? Because track 1, terrible, as I said. Track 2, now we're talking about Sosa actually catches a melody here. It's called the Himalayas. Now, sad to say, man, the beat just didn't hold up to Sosa Da Vinci. Just didn't hold up, man. Sosa Luther King Jr. was actually trying to give some words of wisdom, but obviously the beat didn't keep up. And you're going to realize this is kind of a theme, at least for me, going through this whole tape. So overall, the track is decent. Beat didn't hold up. Now, we're at track 3. We got Sosa Chamberlain. Now, Chif Keef actually decides to break down what is Glow Gang, which I will say, either we've passed the fucking Savage Rosetta Stone, right? And we've learned Sosa Espanol, or Chif Keef is actually coherent when he's talking. He actually makes sense. He's actually speaking motherfucking English, or we understand whatever fucking language he's actually speaking. Now, I will say this. This is what he said, right? He said Glow Gang is a shortening for Glory Boys Entertainment, which is GBE. He then said he's gang, not squad, unless his cousin, which is the demonic embodiment of fucking Lucifer, which is Fredo, comes around, then it's squad. And unless Gucci comes around, then it's squad. But pretty much he's gang, not squad. And to keep it real, he confused his own goddamn self. We were looking like, Negro, what are you talking about? Listen, you know what the fuck he was talking about, but moral of the story, it's gang, gang, squad, squad. Anyway, Sosa Chamberlain, man, it kind of goes. I kind of like this track. I really like it. I mean, the instrumental picks up because the second track, the instrumental is weak. First track, I think that whole track was terrible. Now, we're actually at track 4. This shit is called Get Money. And before I get into this, let me hit this honey a little bit more because, goddamn it, let me tell you this, man. Can't be talking about this Sosa, sorry for the wait, without you actually being intoxicated. That's what I'm talking about. Now, anyway, we're at track 4, Get Money. Coincidentally, this is the first time we hear even a young chop on a beat on the fucking little hook or tag that's played on the beat. And I'm not gonna lie, 4 tracks in, this shit is dope. Easily one of the best tracks on the album. Now, did Young Chop actually do it? I know that it's credited to Chop Squad DJ, which is apparently the production group that produces for Young Chop, but I'm not sure if Young Chop actually did it. However, I'm actually liking it. Easily the best track out of the first 4. Now, Chief Keef comes with the hook. The beat is actually there. The mixing is actually on point, because one of the biggest critiques about this album is that it's poorly mixed. Now, when a lot of artists go independent, they don't really get their songs really mixed and mastered right. So if you hear it over very amplified music, say you hear it in the car, as I gave this the whip test, right? You hear it in the car, or I played over my DJ sound equipment, like I got a couple thousand of amplified speakers. You could hear when something isn't mixed right. That's why record companies spend thousands to get fucking albums mixed properly. Now, but however, that track is actually dope. Now, track 5 is actually a song called Hot Shit. Now, back to the poor mixing, as I said. But yo, I will say this, man. We have Andy Savanakis, because he's a new Savage, obviously, must be in the war in Chirac, and he actually came up with a dope verse. I mean, I guess he got tired of rapping with the Japanese Chif Keef and actually start realizing, yo, I gotta go fuck with the original glow. Now, he definitely got glowed up on the track real quick, and I will say, this track is kind of cool. I like them as a combination. I liked everything together. It could be better mixing as far as the track goes, but I actually like this one. Now, track 6, it's actually a song called Fuck 'em, F 'em. Chif Keef is doing what he does best, talking crazy to the goddamn judge and talking crazy to the snitches, right? I mean, what could be better than Chif Keef saying, fuck the judge, fuck a bitch, fuck a nigga, because he a snitch? I mean, well, what more do you goddamn want? Now, obviously, this is a Savage chant for the ages. I mean, what more could you really want from Chif Keef? It's a decent track, and again, Chop Squad DJ representing. Now, track 7. This song is actually called Vet Lungs, right? It's a dope song too, I'm not gonna lie. To me, it's like a top 5 song on the mixtape. Hopefully I don't give out too many top 5s, but it's a top 5 song on the mixtape to me. Now, track 8, that's 10 Toes Down. We got another Sosa Luther King Jr. interlude. Now, he's actually making a lot of sense. I'm not even going to lie. You can't even lie, right? I mean, a lot of people criticize him for having Asperger's or whatever the case is, and also being a little on the Down syndrome side, also a little bit bipolar. However, I think this actually, with him talking, that's what I thought was good about the mixtape. It showed the maturity of Chif Keef, right? And I know somewhere at Interscope, somebody was like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Why is Chif Keef growing up when we drop him instead of when he was signed? This is all we wanted him to do when he was here. Show up to an interview, maybe speak English, maybe communicate. We would still have you here. But anyway, I will say, man, to me, the interlude or whatever Chif Keef was talking about was way more interesting than the song. I mean, he definitely talks about the fact that he loves experimenting, which you gotta appreciate. I mean, I definitely like that he takes risks, which a lot of artists don't, right? I mean, if you think about most of these artists, they find one hit flow and they ride that shit to death, right? How many artists you hear talking about, no, wait, I gotta get it right. No, exactly. Now, so I give him credit for the experimentation. However, as I said, man, rap on this level is the big leagues, right? I didn't give Kanye West a pass for experimenting with Yeezus, so I won't give Chif Keef. My nigga, if you trying to experiment, keep that shit within your headphones. Once you hit that release button, we will judge it along with all your goddamn works. And too bad, you dropped an album called Finally Rich, which to me was like a 5.0. So we're judging you against that constantly. So yeah, the track was decent, but hey, you know what I mean? The interlude to me was more interesting than the song. Now, track 9, that's what, actually, this is actually a track that's definitely in Sosa Espanol. I mean, to keep it real, I mean, this was kind of incoherent fuckery. It was actually melodic as the song kept going on, but to be honest, in the beginning, it sounded like he was fucking in the studio, dozed off in the booth, and just started sleep talking. I didn't make sense of what the fuck he was saying. Now, it started out as a disaster. It ended up as decent. I mean, he's talking about all type of shit, talking about, hey, listen, talking about some shit about bitches corny because they got, whatever that shit is. Now, we're just going to move on because that was, But track 10, Guess What? That's another track. No, Guess What Boy? That's another track that was kind of like, right? He's talking about a bunch of little ass shit, little ass this, little ass that. Decent. Now, as I said, I'm a spoiled person, right? The reason why I like Chif Keef, I'm used to Chif Keef for demonic melodies and hits. I'm not here for decent music. I'm not here for subpar shit. I'm only here for the hits. Now, you're always a victim of your success to anybody. Once you've achieved success, right? For example, Drake was killing it with verses for the whole 2014. I heard him on Lil Wayne's album, Sorry for the Wait, W-A-I-T, and he came with an okay verse, and I was like, what the fuck? My nigga, I'm so used to you killing it that the fact that you didn't kill it, my nigga, get the fuck on out of here. Okay. But yeah, I think where we're at, track 11, Please. That's pretty much decent as well. Now, we're going to keep going because What Up? This is pretty much Chief Sosa. He's a little bit more introspective again. He's talking about who jacks his style. Now, we all know who the fuck be jacking Chif Keef style. Come on, everybody knows that. Again, the beat's just not doing it for me. Chif Keef, he's coherent, but again, the beat does not keep up with Chif Keef. Now, track 13. And again, you're going to hear me complain about the beat again. 5 a.m. The beat was terrible. I mean, seriously. Sounded like a live carnival in the background. And Chif Keef was rapping like he was rapping to get on a fucking ride. Rapping to get on fucking Batman at Disneyland. And again, Chif Keef is outshining whatever this beat maker is. Now, track 14. Send It Up. Actually, this is actually a top 5 track on the whole goddamn tape, I believe. Again, Chop Squad DJ on the beat. And I'm thinking, yo, why didn't you just produce this whole goddamn tape? Because some shit just sounds atrocious. Some shit sounds kind of good. And I'm like, if we just had one producer do it or one group of producers get the quality at a certain level constantly, we could probably have a more consistent body of work. So I was definitely feeling Sending Up. Now, the one of the tracks I'm probably feeling the most is actually Hide It. I kind of like it. I really like it, to be honest. I think it's definitely a top 5 track on the tape. Again, Chop Squad DJ again. And as I said, why didn't you fucking produce the whole thing? But anyway, any tracks that starts off talking about fuck your mama, fuck your papa, that's an instant classic, nigga. Well, what do you need to hear? A fucking savage talking about fuck your mama, fuck your papa? God damn it. Now, let me take another swig in this bitch. That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, so we're actually at track 16. It's a song called He Don't Know. Now, we're back to the poor mixing. And maybe you guys don't understand what mixing and mastering is like. When you hear the vocals and you hear the actual instrumental, and it sounds like they aren't in cohesion. Now, I used to be a producer. I'm a DJ, so I work a lot with music. I work a lot with music quality. And even me, I don't even like playing songs when I go out to parties unless they're like at least CD quality or better. So when I hear a song that comes out of the studio, comes out digitally, and I'm like, whoa, the levels are off. I could tell that if I play this shit turned up mad loud, it won't sound good. I start criticizing already. Now, obviously, Chif Keef is working with the budget. I mean, you're not gonna send out your fucking free mixtape to go get mastered by a studio with engineers that's gonna cost like $75,000. But I mean, it seems that whatever Chop Squad DJ is doing, they know how to get their shit right. The other producers is not going too well. That's what I'm gonna say. So yeah, a poorly mixed song, and I will say it's a lack of quality in the beat. I'm not even criticizing Chif Keef, it's really the beat. Now, track 17, and again, oh my God, we have another, I don't know what's going on in the background of this beat, because this beat is garbage. Now, it's kind of like hearing fucking Crouching Tiger, Hidden Savage in the background, and I'm like, yo, what the heck is going on in the background? I mean, listen, this track would have been better if Chif Keef was a cappella. The beat did no justice, and it's the reason why Chif Keef needs Young Chop maybe just as much as Young Chop needs Chif Keef. That's why they're Shaq and Kobe, at least, of the Savages. Now, number 19, Chif Keef, Yours. Actually, I like this track. It's kind of nice, not bad at all. And I would probably say it's not a top 5 song, it's probably a top 10, maybe a top 10 song. Track 20, which is the final track on the CDs, actually ends the tape with a song called Win. And actually, it's an improvement as opposed to how the tape started. I think it ended quite on a stronger note than it started. And I gotta be honest, man, out of a scale, because here's my scale. Finally Rich is a 5.0. To me, that is a personal, ignorant classic. I turn up on the weekends till now with that fucking tape. I think that's a 5 out of 5 Savage drill album. Now, this, I think it's a 3.3 out of 5, which means Not too much discouraged, but still, we still see Chif Keef going on the right path. I still think he's just experimenting. But, a lot of times when rappers experiment, they're not going to master. So until Chif Keef kind of settles into a flow, settles into a groove, he's still not going to master it. Until he settles into a couple of production duos, not just picking random shit and poorly mixed, it's not going to happen. But I think he's on a current good path. So 3.3 out of 5. What do you guys think? Get in the comment box. Make sure you guys give your rating, your breakdown of the entire album. Make sure you guys like, definitely subscribe. It's your boy DJ Akademiks, the Negotiator. I'm out.